If you are thinking about buying a new construction home in Atlanta, there are a few mistakes I see buyers make all the time, and they can cost you thousands or put you in situations that you didn't expect to be in. In this video, we're going to cover the biggest mistakes buyers make with new construction, what builders don't always tell you, how to protect yourself, and how to make sure you're actually getting the best deal possible. So make sure you stick around. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to give you a simple checklist you should follow before you even walk into a model home. If you're new here, hi, I'm Ayana Kimbrough, a Georgia real estate agent, and I help people relocate and buy homes in the Atlanta area every single day. And if at any point in this video you realize that you need more of my help, you could schedule a free call with me using the link in the description. And before we get into it, if you're thinking about buying or moving here, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your questions in the comments, all right? I go through them and create videos based on what you guys actually want to know. Let's get into it. The first and biggest mistake I see buyers make is walking into a model home without their own representation. This happens all the time. Buyers walk into a beautiful model home, they sign in, they start talking to the agent, and they just assume that the person is there to help them. But what most people don't realize is that the agent in the model home is always going to represent the builder, not you. Their job is to protect the builder's interests, okay? So if you don't bring your own realtor with you, you're essentially going through the process without anyone to represent your side, all right? Here's the part a lot of people don't really understand, and we'll talk about it a little bit later in the video. But once you register without a realtor, it can be very difficult to add later. The agent in the model home represents the builder, not you, okay? Their job is to protect the builder's interests. So if you don't bring your own realtor with you, you're essentially going through the whole process without anyone representing your side. So you want to make sure that you're set up the right way from the beginning, okay? Now, the second mistake is assuming that the price is the price. A lot of buyers think that new construction is non-negotiable, but that's not always true. Depending on the builder, the market, and the specific home, there can be room to negotiate, all right? And that may look like closing cost incentives, upgrades, or even just price adjustments. But if you don't know what to ask for or you don't have someone guiding you, you could leave a lot of money on the table. And in a minute, I'm going to explain how to approach this the right way, okay? So that you're not missing opportunities. Now, before we go any further, I'm just curious, are there any of you watching today that are considering, new construction or rebuild? I'm assuming that because you're here watching this video, new construction is a thought on your mind. But let me know in the comments below. When you walk into a design center, okay, everything looks amazing. I mean, everything. It's like very easy to start adding things up, from cabinets to countertops to flooring to fixtures. And before you know it, you've added tens of thousands of dollars to your purchase price. But here's the key. Not all upgrades are even created equal. And this is exactly why I always say that smart moves start with the right information, because small decisions like this can end up costing you a lot more if you don't fully understand them. And if you stay until the end, I'll give you a simple way to decide which upgrades actually make sense. Another mistake I see is not fully understanding the buyer's contract. New construction contracts are very different from realtor contracts, all right? They are written to protect the builder, not the buyer. There are timelines, clauses, and terms that you need to understand before you sign. And a lot of buyers don't even realize this until they're already deep into the process. So this is something you want to take seriously from the very beginning. Now, this next mistake is something that surprises a lot of people: underestimating the timeline. A lot of buyers assume that their home will be completed exactly on schedule, but delays can happen. We all know that. It could be materials, the weather, the label. There are a lot of factors. So if you're planning a move, ending a lease, or selling another home, you want to build in some flexibility, because the last thing you want to do is be in a stressful situation because your timeline did not add up, okay? Now let's talk about something that does not get enough attention. That's the location within the community. And what this means is that not all lots are equal, all right? Some might back up to a busy road, while others might have better positioning, more privacy, or even better long-term value. And this is something that you want to think about before you commit, not after. Now, here is something buyers don't always think about, and that's the resale value. Even though this is a brand new home, you still want to think about how it'll perform in the future. Because eventually, like, you may sell or rent it out. So choices like location, layout, upgrades, all that can impact that, all right? Now, if you've made it this far, here's the checklist I promised you earlier. Before you walk into a model home, make sure you have your own realtor, have a clear budget in mind, understand what you're looking for, and be prepared to ask questions. That alone will put you ahead of most buyers, all right? If this video helped you out, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. And if you're thinking about buying new construction or just simply moving in the Atlanta area, I help clients with this every single day. My contact information is below, and you can also schedule a free call with me using the link in the description so we can go over your situation. I'll see you in the next video, because smart moves start with the right information, and that's exactly what I'm here for. Till next time.